The Oscars are coming up tomorrow. Woohoo! But I'm kinda sad because A, Red 1 got no nominations, and B, my favorite host, Jimmy Kimmel, isn't gonna be on the stage. Instead we get the unfunny Conan O'Brien who embarrassed my favorite YouTuber PewDiePie by giving him a bad handshake that one time. But with the Academy Awards literally on our doorstep,
holy crap!
it means award season has basically come to a close, and it has been a race for me to at the very least watch all of the Best Picture nominees, which I finished 4 days before posting this video. Also, just a quick side note, I didn't actually watch everything nominated for an Oscar this year. I wasn't able to get a hold of all the international features, or documentaries, or live action shorts, or those categories, unfortunately, but my stance is don't let Emilia Perez have anything it's nominated for, so that's about it. Onto the sub-lists before going on to the Best Pictures. For Best Actor, out of everyone, I really think Timothée Chalamet deserves it the most for how lost he got in the role of Bob Dylan. I know biopics are something that we can all agree are tired at this point, but it's hard to pass up on such a strong screen presence. And I realize that Adrien Brody is the frontrunner and he is probably going to win, and rightfully so. He was good in The Brutalist, but man, like, he's already got an Oscar. I'd be happy for anyone else to win it. I'd love to see Coleman Domingo up on that stage. He is just such a warm presence in the movie Sing Sing, which is a movie I didn't really like, but I think he was definitely the standout. But hopefully his flowers will come soon enough as well. For Best Actress, it's gotta be Demi Moore. In my books, she doesn't give the best performance of the year out of all the actresses. Fernando Torres is incredible with what she does, but with the longevity of Demi Moore's career and the fact that she's finally being recognized, and it's for this role, I think it's only fair for her to be my pick, and I think she's also in line for the award, but really, I'd be happy for any of these other actresses to win. Except for Carla, she can fuck off. And for Best Animated Feature, I'm a Memoir of a Snail Truther until I take my last breath, but the more I learn about Flow and the amount of work put in by the team to make this movie, and how they knuckled down until the last minute to have this ready for Cannes, is something only the creatively driven or the mentally insane could pull off. I hope these absolute legends get the win, and I think they will. I really don't see the same frenzy that others have for The Wild Robot, so I'd be a little bit ticked off if it won. In my books, it's not even the best recent DreamWorks movie to come out. I'm rooting for either Flow or Memoir of a Snail, otherwise I'm cracking skulls. So those are the titans for the big night, and on screen are my picks for who I think should win for some of the other categories. Should win, not will. Very different, because Kieran Culkin has Best Supporting Actor in the bag. But here are my quick thoughts and ranking of everything that's nominated for Best Picture. Feathers will likely be ruffled. Enough has been said about Emilia Perez that I haven't really got much more to add. It's honestly a joke that this managed to sneak its way in purely because of its crap direction and its surface level message when much greater movies tackle that same topic in a deeper way. Fuck this movie and all of the awards it's voted for. Penis to vagina, my ass. I really didn't mind Wicked all that much. It's a fine movie that sweeps you away with its musical numbers, and it had everyone talking about it for months. But do I really think it should be on the same list as something as important as, say, I'm Still Here, or visually breathtaking as Dune Part 2? No. Am I surprised it's here, though? Not at all. Ariana Grande should be Best Supporting Actress frontrunner, just for the record. James Mangold's A Complete Unknown is the film I've seen the most recently. I think it's got some of the year's best in terms of performances from just about everyone in the main cast, but it's a story about someone that's already been told. That being said, the music is so beautiful to hear, and Timmy eats up this fucking role. I'm not mad that it's on here, since it's definitely one of the better biopics to come out in recent times though. Don't get me wrong, I like The Brutalist. It goes all out with its visuals, presenting a 3.5-hour epic where the first half just does not slow down. For me, sadly though, the second half falls off the wagon ever so slightly and loses the juice it had at the start, but kinda pulls it off in those last few minutes. It's a colossal movie to talk about in the first place, and I feel like I'm doing it a bit of a disservice to not put it higher, but it really is magnificent. It's perfectly shot, with a booming score, and a career best from Guy Pearce, who, in my opinion, I want to see take home the Oscar this year. Conclave is so riddled with tension and has plenty of deceptive characters and a diva hitting the vape like an absolute gangster. This could have easily made the top of my list if the others weren't mere inches better. I love the premise, and it's easily accessible for just about anyone to enjoy, with constant twists to keep you strapped to your seat. It's prime Oscar bait, and I'm surprised that it isn't at the top of a lot of people's lists for what they think will win, but everything else that's come out this year has just been so extraordinary. I'd really love to see Ralph Fiennes walk home with an Oscar, but he's got some real tough competition. What a piece of art this was. I had no idea that I'm Still Here was a biopic until after the movie was finished, when I saw the hyperlinks in the cast page on Wikipedia. I truly cannot believe that something like this can and did happen, and it be so recent as well. This was a truly depressing story, and as I said before, Fernando Torres is amazing as Eunice Pava, trying to guide herself through her new lifestyle of a mother raising 5 children, trying to find her kidnapped husband, whilst keeping the truth from her 2 youngest children all at the same time. It's a powerful movie that deserves every bit of recognition it's received, and then some. Anora is truly one of the year's biggest bait-and-switch movies. I've talked about Anora before, but it's comical, and Sean Baker just knows how to realistically portray the real-life caricatures of the world. It's only up so high because I'd love to see this win Best Picture. And after recent award shows, it could possibly happen. Who knows, we'll see. Dune Part 2 will be looked back upon as one of the biggest snubs of the decade when this goes home with a maximum of 2 Oscars, because some moron decided to release this in the first quarter of 2024. This should be up for Best Director, and honestly, it should be headlining this entire fucking show. I'm amazed at the fact that this is not even there's no chance of this winning. It's not gonna happen. Nickel Boys broke my heart in every way. Similarly with Dune Part 2, I'm in awe with how little respect this movie got. Containing one of the most unique camera techniques to come from recent times, as it's almost entirely shot from a first person's POV. Anjanette Ellis-Taylor absolutely deserved a supporting actress spot for this as well. Replace Zoe Saldana with her. She had me sobbing twice and nearly a third time during this movie. It was so powerful. Every single time she was on the screen, she had me lost within her emotional performance. Referring to the story in the same vein as I'm Still Here, I can't believe something like this can and did happen. I know it seems kind of ridiculous to put The Substance at the top spot, but I would really love to see a horror movie like this come out with The Crown. There's no fucking shot it happens. If it does, I'll fucking eat my own shoe. The Substance had me in a chokehold for weeks after I'd seen it, and to see it up for a nomination blows my goddamn mind. It's so insane that a part of me wants to believe that this might be called out instead of The Brutalist, but at the end of it all, I don't care if The Substance loses. I just need Emilia Perez to not win. I'm begging you, Academy. Please do the right thing. Please, God. So there we have it. Our Best Picture ranking and a couple of cheeky other ones for you to dip your toes into. Anyway, have a totally radical day. Enjoy watching the Academy Awards tomorrow. Hopefully no cringe moments. And drive safe.